ーっとしてました。
クエスト NPC だ。でもちょっと変わっていてさ。
誰にもクエストを受けてもらえないまま街の中を歩き回っているんです。
デスゲームってここから始まったわけだし。
可愛い名前だよ。
俺たちが一肌脱いでやろうぜ。
英語のプレミアって幕開けって意味もあるの。プレミアちゃんがこれから一人の女の子としての幕開けをするって思いを込めて。
ああ、一緒に歩いていこう。いくらでも付き合うよ、プレミア。
プレミア、私の名前。
新たな VRMMORPG ソードアートオリジン。そのゲームの中で黒の剣士キリトは NPC の少女プレミアと出会う。何の得にもならない奇妙なクエストのシステム NPC として存在していたプレミア。彼女とキリトたちの新たな冒険が始まった。活気あふれる冒険の拠点、始まりの街。ここで武器や防具などの装備を整えたり冒険の準備をしよう。選んだ装備によって見た目も変化するぞ。装備は仲間たちにプレゼントすることもできる。
グッジョン。
自分だけのパーティーコーディネートも可能だ。この街で活動するプレイヤーや NPC300 人以上が君のパーティーメンバー候補となる。メールや会話などコミュニケーションを重ねて自由にパーティーを結成しよう。準備を整えたらいざ街の外へ。パーティーメンバーと力を合わせて敵に挑め。連携が決まれば大ダメージを与えられる。使用する武器によって前衛後衛など自分の立ち回り方も変わってくる。どんな戦い方をするかは君次第。自分の戦闘スタイルを見つけてこの世界を冒険しよう。そして4パーティー16人の仲間たちと連合して戦う疑似レイドボスバトルが発生。戦場全体を指揮して勝利をつかめ。 NPC の少女プレミア。彼女と人との触れ合いは物語を紡いでいく。
ダミークエスト？
他では聞いたことないわよね。
プレミアちゃんはどう？お口に合うかな？おいしいです。
ようモブの救世主。何フリーズしてんだよ。興味あるね。どんだけてめえが強いのか。
黒の剣士との出会いは世界を壊すのか救うのか。
プレミアの本当のクエスト？
リホお姉ちゃんに任せて。
つまり今私は巨乳になっている。
二人でデート中？
なんでお前ばっかいい思いすんだよ。
デジタルドラッグって？
あれは言おうとしか言えないな。
俺はこの世界にいる人たちを失いたくない。
俺たちの知っている黒の剣士ってのは人のことを思えるやつなんだ。
来いよヒーロー。俺が世界をぶっ壊す。
人は人を受け入れることなんてしない。ただ拒絶し拒絶され続けるだけ。
ソードアートオンラインホローリアリゼーションをですね、今回は新しいキルたちの物語っていうところと、まだ、原作アニメでもやっていない、新しいエピソードになっているので、ぜひソードアートオンラインが好きな方はキルたちの新しい冒険が楽しめると、そこを体験してもらえればなと思っております。今作はですね4人で、マルチプレイを行うことができます。でゲーム中いろんな難しいクエストが出てくるんですけれども、それを一緒に、乗り越える仲間を集めて、冒険をしていくことで、より強いモンスターと戦って、強力な武器を手に入れるっていうことができるので、ぜひ友達ともしくは世界の皆さんと楽しんでもらえればなと思ってます。そうですね、今回やっぱりソードアートオンラインのですねかわいいな、ソードアートオンラインのですね新しい、冒険がですねアニメと小説でも違うところが見れるところがいいかなと思ってます。謎の NPC、2人いるんですけども、この NPC はですね実は2人で1つの役目があります。でそういうですね隠された秘密も、実は注目してもらえると、面白いかなと思っております。今日はニューヨークコミコン、来ましたが本当に活気があって非常になんか元気をもらいました。パネル終わってですけど、本当にJRPG のファンの皆さんが熱気あふれる方でこういう人たちがいるからこういう、ゲームを、JRPG のゲームを作れるんじゃないかなと。
Actually really awesome with all that he does with Sword Art Online, all the emotion and the action that he puts into it.
Looking forward to finding out who that mysterious NPC is.
I think I've just been a fan of roleplays my whole life, so really into the fighting style and everything.
I can't wait to play it. Thank you for bringing it here.
ゲームもですね、RPG、アクション RPG になっておりまして、気軽にいろんなプレイヤーの方が遊べるゲームになっているので、そのあたりも楽しんでもらえればなと思っております。11月8日発売するソードアートオンラインホローリアリゼーションをぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。
Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Dimitri Clinton, Community Specialist for Bandai Namco. Stephen Akana, Brand Manager for Bandai Namco. We are going to be doing some stuff with Sword Art today. We're going to be doing an unboxing. We're going to show some gameplay, some costumes.
And we're going to be giving away some really cool prizes as usual.
We can do some of that.
Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe just a little
I don't know
bit.
if you guys have noticed, we have a new setup. Well, we're trying to be a little bit more casual. I was suggesting we bring wine or something to drink, but Steven shot it down, so we're just gonna have to go with the regular casual look. But yeah,
this is a dry stream.
Dry stream.
Yep.
At least we could have brought the cheese plate. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's unbox this bad boy.
Yeah, no,
that
totally.
People can't see really, or can they see it on the stream?
Do a little changeroo.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna unbox the collector's edition. Talk about what's inside. We're also going to show off a cool metal case and how you can get that.
Yeah, the metal case is an exclusive pre-order bonus, so anyone who pre-orders the base game at GameStop is going to be able to get this super sweet metal case right here featuring some nice little graphics on it. Did you want to jump into the collector's edition?
Let's dig into it, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Let me unbox it here.
So yeah, so we really wanted to look to see, like, you know, with all the collector's editions that we do, we always get really excited about like the opportunity to be able to bring like a bunch of really cool content, you know, and we really want to have a value offer when it comes to these collector's editions. And this one is actually really impressive. Like when we started seeing the opportunities of things that we could put inside, I don't think we've ever done a two full figure collector's edition before, and
no, this is the first one I can think of.
No, and I mean, like, even when looking at it, you're just like, oh, you know, it's a Sword Art game. You can have like a Kirito figurine or an Asuna figurine, or, you know, everyone really loves Klein, so I could definitely see a Klein figurine. But we were able to take both those characters together and provide them both inside of this collector's edition.
So I'm making a mess of things, but let's go over what they get inside. First, so if they pre-order it, they get that type of metal case. But inside the collector's edition, they also get
The
this
steelbook.
mount. Yeah, the steelbook case as well. Inside the steelbook, we have the game, and what else? Is this the soundtrack?
Yep, there's a soundtrack, and then there's also like an extra, like a data disc. And on that one, it has like some really cool content. One of them that I think is the coolest is there's some interviews with some of the voice actors from the Sword Art series.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, as you guys know, the game features all the voice actors that you guys are familiar with from the animation series, voicing all the different characters. So this gives you kind of like a little bit of like kind of behind the scenes of what their experience is being Seiyu for the series.
Nice. We also have decals of the different characters. Asuna.
Yep.
Kirito.
We got Asuna. We got Kirito. We got Lizbeth.
I don't know if we want to show this this other piece off yet. Is that something?
Oh no, we can show those off too.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then on the other one, there's a decal for Silica, Klein, and Agile. Place these guys down here. And these decals they're nice see-through decals, so you can go ahead and take them, place them on your laptop, you know, place them on your metal case if you wanted to. A bunch of that cool stuff. And then what was the paper that you were pulling out? You got some of the mini posters?
Got some of the mini posters. And this is I guess one of the characters from the game that's
Oh yeah, no, that's image of Premiere. So this is
there you go, Premiere,
the leader image that we have for the season pass. It's this cute Premiere popping out of this digital egg. She's one of the feature characters in this new game, Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. It all kind of, this game centers around, you know, Kirito jumps into this new game, Sword Art Origins, which is actually based, it's built on the server of the original Sword Art Online. So instead of it being Einkrad, they're in this place called Einground. So instead of like a vertical, like 100 level world, it's all completely flat, seamless gameplay through all these different regions.
Nice.
Right at the very beginning, he notices this girl Premiere, and she's a mysterious NPC. Basically, every NPC has their own story that they go into, little tasks, little things that you'll actually activate a mission just like you would in an MMO.
Okay.
Premiere's is blank, like completely blank. So
weird. Okay.
It's all about, you know, how them kind of like, you know, they're being gamers. They're given a mystery and they're trying to figure out, why is this character here? What is she all about? And you know, they want to continue to unlock whatever is supposed to be there, because it's very unusual for a character to have a total blank slate.
Let's get into the meat of the collector's edition, or what I believe to be like the stuff that I'm excited about is the figures themselves. That's what I want to see.
While he's opening up the box, I can kind of fan out some of these other mini posters that we have in here. We have like 12, you know, really beautiful pieces. I'm not going to spoil all of them for you guys, so anyone who gets it, you can go ahead and dive right in and check out all of the cool imagery that's on these.
Steven, if I can have you give me a hand with these.
Yep, totally.
They are some super detailed figures, man.
Man, this is a great Asuna figure.
Right?
So, pop that in there. And it's kind of nice when you don't have too many pieces that you have to put together when you get these figurines.
I thought there was going to be more stuff I had to put together. I'm like, we are not going to have time for all this. She doesn't want to hold on to her sword. Rapier?
Yeah. Get inside your hand. There we go.
Once again, you get two figures, not just one. And they're like super I didn't think they were going to be this detailed. I thought they were kind of going to be smaller and, like you said, more stuff to put together.
Yeah, when you think about, like, you know, the figurines that can come inside of like collector's editions, this one will really just blow you away. Like the amount of detail, like the fine detail that's on these is great. And there's like actually a really good weight to them too.
Yeah.
That's always a big thing for me when I'm looking at figurines that I collect.
And I was looking for his sword, and it's like in a whole nother set. If we got some time, we'll put it together.
While he's opening up the other sword, there's also, in the first, what was it? Sword Art Online Lost Song.
Yep.
One of the pre-order bonuses at GameStop was a Nerve Gear pamphlet. And we've gone and we've localized the other Nerve Gear that comes with, this was a promotion in Japan, but it has like a whole bunch of different, you know, character content, you know, different types of artwork inside. There's some of the interviews with the cast, and let's see, what else is there? There's some of the beautiful pictures of like the illustrations that are in the game and some of the game overview. Really cool book. So I mean, you know, you got decals, posters, Nerve Gear book, soundtrack, data disc,
the figures,
metal case.
I got one sword.
There we go. Grab you. Did you pop the? Does this one come together?
Yeah.
Like that?
There
we go.
Oh, you have to take it apart?
Well, because it needs to slide into his
hand.
hand. Yeah.
Ah.
And I think it's really cool. We have, how many CEs are we giving away today?
We're going to give away 5 of these collector's editions. So, unfortunately, they're only for U.S. residents. So, when we ask the trivia question, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the trivia question. And I hope you guys pay attention to the trailers, because I'm going to be pulling the questions from the trailers themselves. And here's his other sword. I'm going to pop it in there too, since he is a dual wielder.
Man, I wish all my CEs at home were this nice.
Once again, when's the game coming out, Steven?
It's actually coming out on Tuesday. So, you know, while all you guys get out there, at least everyone in the US gets out there, votes if you're of age. And then once you're done putting in your vote, you can stop by GameStop and pick it up. So November 8th, it's the lucky day for Sword Art Online Hollow Realization.
Who are you voting for, Steven? That was a joke. You don't have to answer.
I'm voting for Yui.
Oh, yeah, me
That's
too.
what I'm voting for.
Cool, and yeah. So that's the collector's edition. I'm gonna scoot back. I haven't been looking at the chat. I've been helping Steven unbox that collector's edition, and it is now unboxed. Let's see if we have anything in the chat. Whoa, 5 collectors. Yes, 5 collector's edition.
Yeah, the collector's edition sold out too. We did 10,000 units, so it's each of them are individually numbered. So
okay,
you know.
Dang, only 10. How many? Do you remember how many units we had? There was a collector's edition for the last game too, right?
No, this is the
first.
This is the first Sword Art
Okay.
collector's edition for the U.S.
Nice. All right,
Yeah.
cool. 10,000 is not a lot.
No, it's lucky for everyone who's got it. I mean, you get 2 figures. It was a really great deal. So
Yep.
I'm excited that we're going to be giving some to some lucky fans that are watching
Yes,
us today.
and when I send it out to you guys, if you guys could, once you get it at home, please send us a tweet or post a picture on Facebook. I want to see these collector's editions that you guys get. I'm always it always gets me excited when you guys get them home and send us something saying, hey, we got it. Thank you for for sending it to me and stuff like that. So please. Oh, and also, if you do not get a chance to win a collector's edition here, fret not. We are giving them away as a contest on Facebook. So the way it works is you have to put together a small video on our Facebook. There's actually a post on our Facebook page. If you look for it, it was posted on November 1st. You'll actually see a Sword Art Online super fan in the picture. He's got just a ton of stuff and he's dressed up as one of the characters. Go on there into that contest. So if you don't win today, there's still another chance to win. And it's really simple to win. You basically put together a video of why you are the biggest Sword Art Online fan. It's just 60 seconds or less, and just tell us about how you got into the series, why you're the biggest fan. It's free to enter, so it doesn't hurt. Just jump in there. Although there's more details to it, there's like rules, but get in there and you might win a copy.
Yeah, it's all about sharing your Sword Art origin.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
No, and even like, okay, so we got stuff that people can win today. We've got contests that's going on Facebook, but then there's even more contests and more stuff that we're going to be giving away. But you got to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all of our different channels.
Follow us on our social media.
Yep.
We have a Snapchat account. It's there. We use it occasionally, but it's there. Social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Follow Sword Art Online Games on Facebook. That's where you can get all of your Sword Art Online news that we post. We actually posted an article today from Anime Now
Oh,
about
yeah.
why a certain character is still living in the game but dead in the anime.
Yeah. No.
R.I.P. whoever you are.
It's one of the, I mean, it's kind of interesting because a lot of people get a little bit, maybe not confused. They're always like questioning, like, where does this fall within the Sword Art Online canon? Because you have the animation series, you have the light novels, you have all these different like side stories that happen, and then you have each of the games, and each of them each of the games have taken characters from all over all these different places and put them together. So
Right.
people are like, where does this really fall? And the cool thing is that the games always kind of take the characters that you know and love and the environments and the elements of Sword Art Online and the different games that they're playing in, but then it's able to take a creative liberty of like doing almost a what if, like what if this was the situation.
Mm-hmm.
They can sometimes touch upon like a little bit of the history of like what games they've played together or where they've been introduced.
Right.
But it is always new content. And with this game in particular, Riki Kawahara, the author of the Sword Art Online light novel series,
Yep.
Was heavily involved in supervising this story to make sure that it was authentic for fans.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So bringing back some characters that might not be still alive in another portion of the series is actually something that we really want to honor the fact that people really love a lot of these characters and they want to be able to experience more about them. And we really think that this just kind of like adds to the wonderful feeling that you have about them.
Word. So check out the article if you get a chance. Sword Art Online Games. Just look for it on Facebook. It's there. It's also on the Bandai. I also shared it out on the Bandai Namco Facebook, so it's not too hard to find. With that being said, now that we unboxed it, before we get into gameplay, I want to give away a copy.
Yeah,
people
let's do
are
that.
like bugging me in the chat. How do I get a copy? I hope you guys paid attention to the beginning where we had the lead-in with all the different videos. This is a really difficult question, but who is the producer of Sword Art Online Hollow Realization? Let me know in the chat. That's it. So I don't know if we're gonna give it a little bit of time to collect.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's even answering me. It's a really easy question. So please enter in the chat. When the collector's edition is sold out and you forgot to pre-order it, oh no, someone forgot. While we're waiting for that, are we gonna get into some gameplay or?
Yeah, no. I have the game queued up. It's like right at the beginning, maybe the first couple hours. Really trying to kind of, so one of the elements in this game, you can see that, Kirito and Asuna, they're kind of like looking over this like really romantic viewpoint. But when you build up your affection levels, there's an affection system within this game. All the different characters that you're playing with, you're able to, go on missions with them, have conversations with them. As you start to become more friendly and affectionate, you actually are able to take them on dates, do things like what I'm doing with Asuna right now, like we're holding hands, walking through the town.
Aww.
If I really wanted to show off, like, how close we are, I'm gonna, carry her around, like, like we're gonna walk over the threshold. It's just normal stuff that you see walking through any town. It's like people are dating, a little PDA, just carry them around like you're married.
That is the cutest.
Yeah, no, it's really sweet. And I think a nice thing is that, within this game, you can create, like, though your character's avatar is always based on the human character of Kirito in this game, being that this is a MMORPG or a virtual MMORPG, you're able to change your character's appearance, your gender, all that type of stuff, and you can date or build affection levels with any gender. So, guy-girl, guy-guy, girl-girl. It's pretty open, which I think is a really cool element with this game that you kind of don't see everywhere.
A lot of games are starting to do that now. I'm glad Sword Art didn't leave it behind.
Mm-hmm.
I know a big aspect of the Sword Art series is building relationships.
Yeah, no, totally.
So we have our first winner.
Oh,
it's Tony DK222 from Canada. I said US, but that's close enough. I'll give you this one, Tony.
You're
So
already
congrats,
breaking
man.
your own rules.
The correct answer is Yusuke Futami. I pronounced it correct?
Yep.
Yes, I am also a winner today. Cool. So what are we getting into here, Steven?
So once you're in the game, once you progress to a certain point, it introduces you to, like, there's a there's an inn where you have your room. This is where you can go and you can customize your character. And that's more so like, it's not like customizing the outfit that you're wearing, it's all customizing your character specific attributes. Like right now, if I wanted to switch my equipment, I'll show off one of the pieces of exclusive DLC for anyone who pre-orders. Really cool collaboration. Just got off working on the God Eater series, putting out God Eater 2 Rage Burst, where we did collaboration costumes for Sword Art Online Hollow Realization.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like the share in turn where we have a couple costumes from both God Eater Resurrection and God Eater 2 Rage Burst. One of them being Soma from God Eater Resurrection. So really cool detail done, like, you know, all the way up to, like, you know,
He's even got, the God Eater bracelet.
Yep.
Perfect. That's awesome that we're doing the crossover.
No, it's really cool. Like,
yes.
I love seeing, like, you know, whether it's game-to-game crossovers or like anime crossovers, like, you know, all that type of stuff. It's a lot of good fun.
It's especially cool because, like, it's a Bandai Namco like series crossover.
No, definitely. And also, like, you know, so we mentioned how these are costumes, but they're also equipment. So
I was just about that.
Yeah, it's not just a cosmetic like freebie or something like that. It's actually something that will give you different types of buffs. So, you know, this outfit in particular has like a defense buff, a strength buff, and then like some knockdown or different types of resistances.
Yep,
so,
I see the stats on there.
No, and it's really great for right when you jump into the game. I think the best one though, we'll get to in a second. You have to always make sure that there's certain costumes that are made for certain genders because of what character it was based off of or the type of costume that it is. So if I was wearing this costume, I can't actually switch to a female character. So I'm going to go back to...
It's kind of like it was in God Eater, like not all costumes were...
Exactly.
That makes sense. Although I did see some costumes, I was able to switch... when I was playing earlier, I had like a female type costume on a male character. It wasn't like a DLC costume, but that is possible. Like there are some outfits, right?
I mean, if you really want to, you can build out, like, so I'll show you. You go in here, you can edit your avatar. You can even create a female version of Kirito, like keep the...
Yeah,
you know,
that's the other
it's like even just showing right here, it's like, okay, now there's female Kirito. Male Kirito.
Is it still Kirito or is it Kirita?
No, it can still be Kirito.
Okay.
You know.
Fair enough.
Any name for...
That's just kind of creepy looking, but all right. Maybe we should switch the head.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different elements that you can change. There's a bunch of different hairstyles. So let's go with something that's a little bit more cute. Maybe this kind of like Gun-Gale Kirito hair. So let's go with that.
I dig that.
Yeah, you change the eye look. I really like, I like the kind of tsundere eyes. Let's see, mouth type. You change some of these guys up.
You change the height. Nice.
You go for a different type of body build. You go for a different bust size.
You know. Always a fan favorite.
And then even like eye colors, and then there's like, you know, some presets.
So I don't think Lost Song had this much customization.
No, I mean there was some customization, but I mean they really did kind of up the ante with this one.
Yeah.
That's a little...
She tanned.
Yeah, go with that one. And then you can also change out the voices as well. We'll just keep it as the same Kirito voice. Yep.
People are loving the more options to customize. There is, like, as you guys just saw, there is a ton more customization in this game. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll get a chance to get into some gameplay with the AI characters. That's a noticeable improvement to me. Was when I was playing it earlier, the AI is a lot better than it was in Lost Song. And Hollow Fragment.
I think so too. I mean, like the way that the characters end up collaborating with you in battle, it feels super fluid. So
did you just go into first person mode in there?
Yeah, you can change like your viewpoint, and you can like kind of like look.
That's cool.
You know, directly around and stuff like that. Oh, look at you, Asuna.
Hello.
You're so adorable. So let's check out one of these costumes. So the costume that I was kind of talking about beforehand. We have a season pass that is available right now within anyone who pre-orders the digital deluxe edition. Digital Deluxe Edition includes the season pass in it.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
And there's 3 exclusive bonus costumes that you can't get anywhere else. So
is it 3 or 4?
There's 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay.
So one of them is a white kind of schoolgirl swimsuit.
Okay.
Another one is a navy kind of a little bit more traditional school uniform swimsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is a wedding dress.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Ooh,
oh,
fancy.
look how
Look at
beautiful that is. She getting married. But I think the best thing about the wedding dress is that it also gives you an 8% modifier on your experience.
Okay.
So when you're playing, if you pop on that wedding dress, you're actually going to be progressing with your experience a little bit faster. So for me, when I'm looking at like, okay, well, there's DLC pieces that you can get with this game.
Yeah.
I want to get the thing that's going to help me progress through as fast as possible. Like I want to run through this game and feel like, you know, the time I'm investing is actually building on that character. So having that extra 8% is actually super, super good.
I'm super digging on the whole like stats thing. Like the just the cosmetic change. That's fine, but you get bored of it too quickly. You know, it's just like, oh wow, it's a character. But having like those 3 costumes at the beginning of the game can be a big help. Like when you're just starting out. So if you guys haven't got a chance to, I would definitely recommend pre-ordering. If you're going to buy the game anyway, pre-order it just to get the costumes. Because like I said, in the beginning, you'll have those stat boosts already.
No, it's great. I mean, like you do have to, you'll get like tickets and like for anyone who like, when you get it, like if you're just like, oh, where am I supposed to find these costumes? You get some credits that give you the opportunity to be able to buy them within the armor shop. Most of them are pretty cheap. The wedding dress is a little bit more expensive. You do have to play for maybe about a good, like, you know, hour or 2.
You were grinding that out a bit today.
But I think it's good because then it doesn't just kind of like drop you into a place where, you know, it actually like guides you to a point where you should get through a lot of the tutorial section of the game and the thing that tells you like how you're supposed to play, how you're supposed to interact with missions, how you interact with like the affection system. And once you've gotten through a lot of that stuff, you're about like around level 7 and you're able to buy yourself the wedding dress. The other ones you can buy pretty much right away. They're only like 1,000 coal.
Okay. I'm gonna take some questions here from the stream. One of the questions we have is, does the collector's edition come with the season pass?
The collector's edition and the season pass are separate.
Separate, okay.
Yeah, but when the title comes out on November 8th, you'll be able to buy the season pass there. And so there's 3 costumes that are available immediately, and then there is 3 chapters of additional content that are coming out. It's a huge, huge pack, but those pieces will be coming at a later date.
Okay, I was gonna ask if we can talk about that content or not. But
we don't have very much information on that right now, but all the more reason to continue to follow us on Facebook, Twitter. You know, we're really, really excited about being able to share with everyone the really cool content that we have coming out for this. So,
sorry guys, I tried getting it out of Steven. It's he's a good one. He's been at this long enough to know not to.
You can't have a surprise without mystery.
This is true. This is true.
So, and I don't know if you noticed while I was playing earlier, there's the time changes throughout the day.
I noticed that. Yeah, it's nighttime now. We started in
daytime.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
How much will the season pass cost, Steven?
The season pass is $24.99. If you want to buy the chapters individually, you can get those for $9.99 each. But if you get the season pass, then it gives you like a $5 discount.
$5 cheaper. I think it's worth it. The content, from what I know, is great. So definitely get the season pass if you get a chance. Not a question, but Sephiroth said Steven keeps them secrets tight. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I can't say anything about it because it's a secret.
Will the 3 bonus costumes come with the season pass separately? I'm guessing you're asking if the bonus costumes will come separately from the season pass. Yes, they will. If you pre-order the game, you'll get the bonus costumes.
I think they might be asking about the 2 swimsuits and the wedding dress. So those ones are exclusive to the season pass. If you don't get that, you're not going to get those 3 pieces, the 2 bathing suits and the wedding dress. But if you pre-order the game, then, and whether you get it physical, digital, and PSN, either way, you're going to get those 4 other pieces of exclusive DLC. So it's a It's a Soma costume from God Eater Resurrection.
Love it.
Leve costume from God Eater 2 Rage Burst.
Sweet.
And there is a maid costume and a nightwear costume.
Nightwear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little like, it's not negligee. It's like a little nighty gown, you know.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So right now, if you guys like see in the background, there's different like kind of story vignettes that happen throughout the game, whether you actively seek out the missions or as you're progressing through, certain areas might trigger one of these story events. It kind of reminds me a lot of when playing something like the Tales of games, like where they have those, like
that's
little
exactly
skit
what this
sections.
reminds me of. Exactly. I'm gonna move my arm so people can see more of it. But yes, the vignettes, they like super remind me. Like the minute I saw it, I was like, dude, this is Tales.
But that's kind of like, you know, it's one of the cool things for anyone who's like a big fan of the animation series, is that, you know, all the dialogue has been voiced by the characters of the anime, and you're getting something that feels like a authentic addition to that story. Some of the vignettes can actually be quite involved, which is really cool. So, you know, for me, being like a Sword Art fan, it's being able to just kind of experience more of what I really, really love. So.
And the art's super detailed looking. Like, is it drawn by the same guys that do the animation for the series?
Yeah,
like the in-game art here that we're seeing?
A lot of the illustrations I know were done by Abashi, who's the original artist for the like light novel and stuff like that. The actual character, because like if you look in the corner, right next to the available date and where you can see like Kirito and Asuna, that's a piece of art by. Actually, no, that might be a CG graphic. Maybe these in-game ones are the Abashi.
Right, that's what I was looking at. Is the in-game illustrations during these vignettes is like super good looking. Like it looks like from the anime series.
Yep.
And the light novel. So we're gonna go through this a little bit more. I know we only have like an hour, so once we get through this, we'll cut to a commercial break. Keep an eye on those trailers, guys. There's gonna be more questions. Somebody was asking me, did we give away a winner for the or did we give away a collector's edition? We did earlier, so yes, we gave one away. After the intermission, I'll give 2 more away. So stay tuned, keep watching, invite more people to watch. Get the game November 8th. One thing we didn't mention, Steven, and I want to touch on it before I forget.
Yep.
There is a Vita version.
Yes, there's a Vita version. It's available digitally on PSN. It's $39.99. The DLC for both games is it's cross-buy.
Yep.
So if you buy it for one platform, it's going to work on the other platform.
Nice.
There's also cross-save for the game, so you can throw your save up to the cloud, pull it back down, continue your gameplay on the go, throw it back up, pick it up while you're back at home.
I just want to clarify, cross-buy is just for the costumes, not the game. So if buying it on PS4 does not get it on the Vita. How's it play on the Vita, Steven? Have you got a chance to check it out yet?
I was actually just talking to QA about it earlier.
Okay.
Because I wanted to double check. I know a question that comes up quite often is like, is the game going to support
PSTV?
Exactly.
Yep,
and
that's what I'm wondering.
It does.
Okay, excellent. So PSTV support. Another question that we've been getting, now that you're bringing up questions actually, is what's the frame rate for the PS4 version?
PS4 version is 60 frames.
60 FPS. Okay, on PS4. Obviously, it's not gonna be that much on Vita, but it's still gonna look good. I asked Steven if he saw it earlier. I have seen it on Vita. You know, due to the power restriction, it's not gonna be 60 FPS, but it is super playable, and like playing Sword Art on the go, awesome.
So if you can see what I'm doing right here, one of the ways to get a bunch of like the different like subquests is like you go up to a quest board, and then there's like a bunch of different things where it's like, you know, oh, we need you to go and collect certain like drop items from different enemies, or we need you to, you know, destroy a certain volume of enemies. Stuff. It's your standard kind of MMO fare. But this is one of the ways that you're able to gain like additional coal and experience. So that's what I was kind of like running through earlier, so I can get all these costumes, so I can show all this stuff off. But now it's time to run out to the field and show off a little gameplay. Did you want to?
Let's cut to an intermission. Is that possible? Are we able to go to the next trailer? Okay, so we're gonna go on to the next trailer. We're gonna check that out. Then we're gonna jump into some gameplay. and we're going to talk about that some more.
Pay attention to the trailer.
Pay attention to those trailer guys. That's where I'm pulling the questions from. Here we go.
Sword Art Online comes to mobile devices in an epic side-scrolling action RPG. All your favorite characters team up to face brutal enemies in real-time battles. Choose the right character and weapon combination for each situation. Experience the anime story, as well as an all-new original storyline. Fight alone, or join others in real-time online multiplayer. Chain combos with your allies to defeat the towering beasts lurking inside the dungeons. Sword Art Online, Memory Defrag. Pre-register now.
We're back.
Yay!
Welcome back, guys. So I know it says we're streaming Xenoverse 2 on the bottom. I'm trying to fix that right now. But rest assured, this is Sword Art Online. So keep on watching that.
So what'd you think of the trailer?
I thought it was super dope. I'm excited for the mobile game.
I can't wait. I'm super excited. Like, that game looks so silky. Like, it's
It does
ridiculous.
look better than a lot of the mobile titles. I love the 2D art. Love the combat.
Well, no, it's kind of cool because it's like if anyone who's had a chance to play like say like One Piece Treasure Cruise, for example, like we put out these different mobile titles that give people an opportunity to be able to have that, you know, really fun bite-sized gameplay, but then also get a good portion of the original story for a lot of these cool properties that we work with. And as you saw, like, you know, there's the anime story that people are able to experience, and also an all-new story with it as well. So
in the mobile title.
In the mobile title.
Okay,
so it's like
nice.
as you're progressing through, like anyone who's watched or played the games or watched the anime, they can play through and be like, oh, I remember this is like super nostalgic. This is great. But then anyone who's not familiar with it, they're getting that taste of it, and it's like it's a good primer for like, oh, well, I need to go. You know, I need to go to the, you know, Aniplex's page, check out their Aniplex channel, and I need to start binge watching the series. Like, I'm gonna take out my weekend and I'm just gonna sword art it up. So, and it's really cool because we're having a pre-registration campaign right now. So if we get up to 30,000 pre-registers, if people go to downloadmemorydefrag.com.
Downloadmemorydefrag.com. Okay.
If we get 30,000 people to pre-register before the game comes out, I believe it's January-ish.
Yep, that's correct.
There's going to be a package of items that everyone's going to get. So there's some consumables, some equips, and then there's also that Asuna Nightwear gown that you saw at the very end of the trailer. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of really cool stuff that if everyone's able to kind of like crowdsource, you know, being able to, everyone like, you know, get your friends to sign up, all this stuff, everyone's going to share in the benefit.
Free to download, right?
Yes.
Doesn't hurt to try it. If you guys are looking for a new mobile title into Sword Art, this looks better than a lot of mobile titles that I've seen. I love the 2D art.
It looks better than some console titles.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, I've seen some pretty terrible looking that is like a quality title. So, I mean, it's free to try. It doesn't hurt. Once again, the campaign is running on, where can they register?
Oh, downloadmemorydefrag.com.
Downloadmemorydefrag.com. So definitely check it out. Log in. It's free to do so. Hope you guys paid attention to the trailers, because I'm going to give away 2 copies of the game. One right now, one right after we do the gameplay. So the question for this. So in the trailer, what type of weapon does Lisbeth use? Get your answers in. Hopefully you guys are paying attention. I'll ask it again. What type of weapon in the Memory Defrag trailer, coming soon to iOS and mobile devices? Mobile devices?
Yes.
Sure, yes. Mobile devices. Coming to mobile devices in January?
Yep.
In that trailer for Memory Defrag, what weapon was Lisbeth using? I'm pronouncing that correct too, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. I am on point today, y'all. So I'll give it a few more minutes here.
Yes, while you're doing that, so on this previous screen you can see that, you know, there's this big world map, a bunch of different areas that you're able to go and adventure in. Within each section there's different kind of, I guess, kind of areas for that you can go to. Each of them has their own little kind of waypoint that you can hit. I'll jump into this one right here. That good old transportation stone, or teleportation stone.
Fast travel for the win, yo.
Yep. Ain't no time to walk.
That's right. Don't need
She's got a wedding to go to.
It's true. That or she's running away from it right there. She said, F this wedding. Man, I just saw a really cool name for the winner. I hope I find it.
Take that. Stinger B. And then, like, you know, so this game is supposed to be a simulation of a MMORPG experience. So as you can see, there's other characters that are also in the field. You can jump in, you know, help them with their battle, or, you know, save them from peril. The nice thing is also that, you know, there's all these enemies that are perpetually on the field, so you can kind of go and cherry pick which enemies you're looking to actually fight against. So if you find, you know, there's this character's a level 6, like, I'm like, okay, I'm level 9, I can go ahead and beat you up. But there's also going to be other characters that are within that space that might be too difficult for you to beat, so you're actually going to want to run past and avoid them. I think there's one of those guys is over here. Is that big...
Very intuitive feature there. I like having the enemies on the field. I do not like random battles. I like being able to pick who I'm going to fight. I think that's the general consensus for everybody nowadays. Some people like the random. Like...
I had a lot of people complaining about that for a different game from a different company.
Okay.
That they were just like, oh, the way that things need to go now is that all the characters need to be on the field. I don't mind random encounters. Random encounters are fine too.
But okay, so like the old, like, I don't know if we should mention other games. Older RPGs had the random encounter, and the random encounter rate was so high. That's why I'm loving, like, you know, games nowadays where you see the enemy on the field. But, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, totally. But this one, you can see everyone on the field, and you can make your choices from there. Man, this guy's hard. Yep, heal me. Thank you. And so right now, I'm using I want to say it's like a short sword. There's multiple different types of weapons that you're able to equip. I can just pause right here and just show them the equipment, go up to the weapons. There's swords, rapiers, scimitars. Yeah, I'm not. See, now I'm having the pronunciation problems.
It happens to everybody. If people
Daggers,
that like
clubs, katanas.
Yeah. So I did see a prompt on there that said combo finish. How does that work?
So as you're attacking, like if you're doing like a general square combo, there's the opportunity sometimes to be able to do a combo finisher, which will activate one of your special type of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also being able to, you know, delegate the task to your team. Like if I want to tell them, like, oh, I want us to go ahead and do like a skill kind of attack. Oh, if everyone wasn't just laying there dead. Oh wait, no. I'm about to get killed.
So I realize we're having some video issue, guys, on Twitch. Hopefully that's getting worked out. Hopefully it's picking back up. Cool. So we actually have a winner for the first question. The question was, in the Hollow Defrag trailer, what weapon does Elizabeth use? And the answer is club. For those of you that said mace, really, guys, you guys should know the difference between a club and a mace. Club, blunt weapon. Mace has spikes on it. FYI. So congratulations, Smeagol Pig. You won.
Was that the name you were looking for?
No, I was looking for a different name, but they didn't answer in time, so I had to move on. There'll be no time wasting here. We are an efficient live stream, Steven. So Smeagol Pig, you won. Congratulations. I sent you a whisper. Hopefully you got it. I'll let you know how to get a hold of me. Event failed, Steven.
I know, because it popped up with like 4 of those like extra dudes. Like
game over. What are we gonna do now?
You're just gonna have to start over because there's no death in this death game.
That's right.
Actually, no. Well, there is death in this death game, but it's actually for the NPCs this time. So anyone who's familiar with the Sword Art Online, the original series, whenever the characters died in the game in Aincrad, they actually died in real life because they were all. It was like 10,000 people were playing Sword Art Online. They all full dived with like their nerve gear, and then they were stuck in there. Anyone who died in the game died in real life.
Did the nerve gear cause that, or how did that work?
It was the designer of the game. He trapped everyone inside, and it was his own kind of sick social experiment, kind of, I guess. Like, to not spoil too much, I guess. I mean, a lot of that stuff kind of gets like aired out in like the first like episode or two. But in this one, it's built on the same servers, so there's a bit of mystery that's definitely involved there. But the characters, they can die, they get respawned. They're just like, oh, okay, this is how like a VR MMORPG should be. But then NPCs, when they die, they aren't respawning. So
but they're supposed to.
They're supposed to.
Oh, okay, I see.
So they're basically being deleted from the game.
Huh.
And so that's kind of a bit of the mystery that you're in here, where it's like you find this girl Premier. She doesn't have any sort of background story to her, no mission, no nothing, and you're just like, what's going on with this? But then there's also these other mysteries of like, well, now NPCs are dying, and the way that people in this game, they might treat NPCs, they see them as like, oh, well, you don't die, you're just an expendable, bit of data. Like you're inconsequential. And this game kind of, with a lot of like Reiki Kawahara's works, like, you think Sword Art Online, you think Axel World, the Asterix War. There's a lot of these kind of series that are about like some sort of element of either augmented reality, virtual reality, and this kind of brings into question like, well, is something important because it occurs in real life, or is something real because it occurs in real life? Where, you're playing this game, but then there's certain characters that might be, data, but they're actually something very important to you, like Yui, for example, being like Asuna and Kirito's, daughter, but from the game, and she's basically a program,
right?
But it doesn't take away from the fact that they love and care about her and that she's important. There's a lot of like kind of cool deepness that goes on with the series.
A lot of philosophical, what's the word I'm looking for? Not issues, but philosophical. I can't think of the word now.
Well, I think, with where technology is right now, a lot of these
themes, philosophical themes.
No, a lot of these themes are really relevant, So when thinking about like the way that sometimes people behave online, where sometimes without seeing someone's face, they feel like, oh, well, I can go ahead and say whatever I want to someone, and I can, there's no consequence to it, because people, if they don't see the person, they don't feel like it's real.
Right.
But this kind of drives a notion that, everything can be real wherever it is.
Right.
Not trying to get too deep with.
No, it's fine. I actually enjoy it. It's a breath of fresh air from the standard of just like playing the video game, and like this game involves that kind of talking. That's part of the plot. Is it real? Is it VR?
Is this made costume real, or is it fake?
It's real cool looking. I can tell you that. So some people are asking in the chat, they can't find the Vita version on the PS Store. There's a couple reasons for that. The game's not out yet. It's coming out November 8th. It'll be on the PlayStation Store on November 8th. Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up. So don't look for it too hard right now. The only thing you'll find on there is Hollow Fragmentation. Or Hollow Fragment. I don't know why
I find Lost Song too.
Oh, Lost Song as well. But Hollow Realization won't be out on the PlayStation Store for the Vita or PlayStation 4 until November 8th. So that's when it's going to be out. Do you know the price of the Vita version?
It's going to be $39.99.
Okay, I figured that's what it's going to be. Okay. And definitely worth the price. Big RPG. How many hours would you say just to finish the campaign?
The core story is estimated around 40 hours without any of the additional content.
Crazy. Okay.
But then if you wanted to go and do all of the side missions, level up your affection level with a bunch of different characters, like there's a lot of stuff that you can do. So, you know, there's going to be plenty for the hungry Sword Art fan.
Right. The other thing, so as you can probably tell, I know of the series, but I'm not like too big into it. I actually just want to play it just because it's like a really cool action RPG. Do you recommend that for people that are just like in action RPGs, that just want to level up, that just want to customize, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean it's a fun experience, and like, you know, for me, I have played a couple MMOs here and there, but it's that thing where it's like, you know, I'm older, I have a job that kind of requires a lot of time commitment to it, so I can't always find the time to be able to experience and enjoy a MMORPG like a lot of people are able to. Like, you know, that, you know, get your friend like, you know, on chat and be like, hey, let's all get our party together, or it's like every Saturday night at 6 o'clock, all of like, you know, all of your clan like comes together, and then you're gonna go on like raid missions and stuff like that. I can't coordinate with people. I'm the sucker that people are just like, you know, we're gonna kick him out of this guild. Like, you know, he's never showing up. So this is like a cool way for me to be able to get that MMORPG experience, and then still, if I wanted to play with my friends, I can still play multiplayer with them.
Right.
You know, but then I don't have to feel like, oh, you know, I'm missing that, you know, that guild raid on, you know, Sunday night because I have a bunch of work I have to do for Monday. Thank you, Sword Art, for letting me live that dream.
Yeah, and you did stay up pretty late playing Sword Art yesterday just to get prepped for the stream. I do
want
to throw that out there.
Something good that we can show everyone, you know.
If you guys ever see Steven like an event or something like that, tell him thank you for this, because he stayed up really late trying to like get this far into the game so he could show you all the cool costumes and stuff like that. He really did his homework for the stream.
Oh, you're just so kind.
I'm looking for some more questions here. Let's see. We already talked about the Vita version. We know it's not out yet. Any more questions, guys, about the game?
And then, like, as you guys see, like, I have 3 party members, like, right now, but you can actually go and you can change out to any of, like, you know, this is like a list of like a lot of like the key characters that people are familiar with from the animation series, like multiple different seasons. But then there's also NPCs that you can meet as well, and as you start to meet more NPCs, doing missions for them, stuff like that, you're able to also call them into your party. There's over 300 characters that you can party up with.
Dang, okay.
Yep.
How do you find, are the characters just found in like the town, or how do you partner up with them?
All the characters are in the town. You just set them from your friend list. So once you've encountered them, you can go in here and you can swap out, like, you know, oh, I don't want to party with Asuna anymore, I'm going to go with Straya.
Okay.
But you can't do it once you're actually in the field. You need to be back in Town of Beginnings.
Got it. Okay.
But you can, from the field, go and check the map. And if you've gone to any of these different checkpoints, you can actually just do a quick teleportation to them, which makes it really nice. Especially when it's like some of the missions, like it'll tell you the area where a certain type of enemy is, where it's like, oh, you need to kill X amount of like crackmites or something, so it'll tell you to come down here.
Gotcha.
They're really called crackmites.
Crackmites. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, crackmites.
Good old crackmites.
Yeah, and I just completed like a task. I think it might have been for, yeah, the crustacean jaws. You can set up a whole bunch of, like, pretty much any of the quests that are on the board. You can take all of them on, and then as you start to complete them, it'll show up on this side. So killing a bunch of crackmites gave me a bunch of crustacean jaws, and then now I get 800 coal.
Nice.
Yep. But you have to go back to the board to turn it in.
Is there local co-op in the game?
There's no local co-op.
It's all multiplayer, online multiplayer.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you look at like the screen. If you were to take this and throw it into like a split screen situation,
it would be rough.
Yeah, it would just be. It would be a party of HUD elements.
one thing that I noticed while you were running around the field, I saw some NPCs in the background battling. What's all that about?
Yeah, so it's like what I was talking about before, where it's like it's the idea that there's all these other players that are playing at the same time. So just like if you're playing an MMO, you're going to see people running around doing their own missions and stuff like that. Sometimes it can be to your benefit if, like, let's say you need to attack a high level enemy or something, and you're actually not anywhere close to it yet, but you notice that there's a party that's actually jumping in to start battling it. You can join in, start battling, and use that kind of group mentality to your benefit, just like you would in
an MMO.
Certain types of MMOs.
Yeah. Makes sense. Cool. We're not pressed for time, but we're getting up there. So I'm gonna ask the next question. Hopefully you guys watched that Memory Defrag trailer, available in January. Check it out. So let's see. Next question here. So once again, this question is going to come from the Memory Defrag, it's Holo Defrag, not Memory Defrag.
Oh, the mobile game?
Yep.
Yep, it's Memory Defrag.
What is it?
Memory Defrag.
Memory Defrag. Okay, I was right the first time. So this one's not really tricky. What type of genre or what type of game is Holo Defrag? What type of genre would you guys put it into? So I'm gonna let the questions fill, or I'm gonna let the answers fill up here.
Yeah, give me that knowledge. And that's one of the cool things, where there's certain missions or tasks that you're going to pick up from the bulletin board, but then there's other ones that you will incur just basically by walking through the different environments. And it'll trigger the event, and then it's pretty clear like what you're supposed to do. You have a certain amount of time to kill a certain amount of enemies. But then if you're just like, nah, I have other things that I have to do, you can just keep on running through. Like, there's no negative consequence to just deciding, you know, I'm actually not going to be doing this battle.
Cool. So I'm over here. Sorry if I'm a little less talkative. I'm looking at the screen and I'm trying to listen to what Steven's saying. So I'm doing two jobs at the same time.
Oh, look at that! Someone's got a swimsuit.
Oh,
on.
fancy!
Let's go bathing.
Running through the water. Cool. So while Steven's showing off the gameplay, I'm actually responding to the winner. And so the correct answer is action RPG. That's the genre it's in. And the winner is Cheez-It24. So congrats, Cheez-It24.
Oh, so you know how I was talking about the enemy levels. So like looking over here, you see like there's a level 14 crested beast.
Yep.
But then if I look over in this direction, there's a level 25. Need better glasses. Dark Crimson Unicorn. Oh, and so I guess someone just defeated it. It just disappeared. But again, it's to your choice whether you choose to take on those difficult enemies. Kind of like the one that kicked my butt earlier with all those little plants popping up out of nowhere. But the nice thing is that like if I'm playing a lot of like I'll find that if certain RPGs, if I'm playing it and I end up dying, that's like when you like run over to your kit and you turn it off. You turn it back on again. You're like, no. But this one doesn't give you. There's no real large negative penalty for trying out some of these fights and losing. The only thing that you want to be careful of is your NPCs dying because of that element of NPC permadeath.
That's actually an interesting concept that they're working, where you like the penalty for dying is losing your NPC if they die.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So my party's all real. So y'all can die all you want to.
What do you know what type of stat buffs the swimsuit gets?
I can open it up right now.
Yeah,
Let's see.
check it out.
So the swimsuit will give you some defense, some strength. I think the main thing up is the HP base attack up 10%. So let's see. Let's jump to the Libe costume.
Fancy.
Look how cute that is.
Cheese at 24, you won. If you can answer me, I sent you a whisper, so hopefully you get it. And of course, the answer to the question, I'll repeat it one more time. It's an action RPG.
It's really great how there's so much cool stuff going on for Sword Art Online right now. Like you think about the, we have Hollow Realization coming out just next week.
Yep.
There's the movie Sword Art Online.
Oh, there is a movie coming out.
Yeah, the movie Ordinal Scale that's coming out in 2017.
We might have a trailer for that.
Oh, we might have something special for that,
yeah.
huh? People have to pay close attention to that trailer. Really excited about that. There's also there's news that for Hollywood, someone picked up the Sword Art Online series to be able to.
I saw that live action.
To make a live action.
That's crazy.
TV. It's made for the West. Like.
Yeah, that was the other thing. That was the most interesting news.
Yep. And then there's also some other cool stuff. One more thing that we're gonna share with you guys later. That's super awesome that we just found out about yesterday.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
It's gonna be sweet.
So someone's asking, how would you pre-order the Vita version? You cannot pre-order PS Vita games. That's not something we can control. Just look for it on November 8th when it comes out to the PlayStation Store.
And also, usually, like the way that we've done a lot of our Vita releases, because we can't do the pre-order function, we will we'll do like a month, like a first month, like launch bonus, so that
it's evergreen.
Yeah.
Right?
No. It's only for limited time.
Limited time. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's like for the first month-ish. People who buy the Vita version, they're going to be able to get all those bonus costumes as well, so they're not left out.
Cool. Once again, I know the title didn't get updated. This is not the Xenoverse stream. I tried changing it, but there was an issue. This is the Sword Art stream. But if you're here anyway and you were looking for Dragon Ball, guess what? Sword Art's also cool. So stay a while and watch this game. You discovered something new today.
Yeah, no one's going Super Saiyan, but
yeah. But we've got dope costumes. Will the game be fully playable offline? For example, can all the trophies be earned? So I'm guessing the question is there any online only online only trophies?
You know, to answer that properly, I would really want to go through and double check the trophy list.
It's a tough question to
I would
answer.
assume that you probably could without going online.
I want to, games that have you do an online only element are not that great, and hopefully we are doing it with this game, because if the online features ever get shut off, how are you going to get those trophies? So I'm thinking, it's going to be, you can more than likely get all the trophies offline. Don't quote me, we'll check it out. Stay tuned to our social media networks, and I'll put an answer up there. I'll be sure to remember and let you guys know if all the trophies are attainable offline.
Excellent idea.
So with that, I don't know how much more gameplay you want to check out, or should we go to are we ready to go take a break again and go into the next trailer?
No, let's check out the next trailer. I'll go.
Okay, are we ready for the next trailer, or should we play? Yep, we are ready for the next trailer. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break. Remember, guys, pay attention to those trailers. We've got 2 more copies of the collector's edition to give out for U.S. residents only. So yeah, hope you guys are still enjoying the stream, and we'll see you in a few.
どこもかしこも AR か。
本当はキリト君も一緒にやりたかったんじゃないの？
確かに面白そうなガジェットではあると思うよ、こいつは。でも俺はフルダイブの方がいいかな。 やっぱ体が重いな。
ただの運動不足でしょ。
これからだよ。
間違いない。あれは
アインクラッド第10層ボスモンスター。お前何を。
シリカちゃん。
俺がもっと AR の戦闘に慣れていれば。
嘘。なんで。
俺はどうすればいい。どうすれば。ソードアートオンラインオーディナルスケール。
Hey, we're back. What did we just watch, Steven?
We just watched the trailer for Sword Art Online, the movie, Ordinal Scale.
Ordinal Scale.
So excited for this movie.
That looks dope.
I saw the trailer for the first time at Aniplex put on this really cool event that we actually joined them with a couple weekends ago. It was called Akiba Fest in LA.
Yeah, man, they promoted it big time.
That I saw the trailer there for the first time. Like my jaw was just like, bruh. Like it looks so awesome. And usually, like I watch a lot of anime. I watch a lot of like the movies, but sometimes the separation between like what's going on in the series at the time and then what goes on in the movie can feel a little bit disjointed for me. But with this one, like I feel like it's a logical progression where it's just kind of like they're talking about the augma, like, you know, it's like rather than virtual reality, it's augmented reality, which is something that, you know, we actually have a lot of things that we're using right now. Like looking at like, you mentioned Snapchat before, that uses a lot of augmented reality for all the different filters and stuff. So I don't know, I was just watching it, I was just like super, super excited for it. Yeah, and do we have a quiz question for someone about that trailer?
We do. I'm kind of upset because you kind of gave away the answer, but we'll go with it anyway. That Steven just gave you a second chance in case you didn't remember. How good is Steven?
I'm just want to share the love, you know.
I'm sure the fans appreciate it.
Get the seats out the door. Just
I try to put in work watching this trailer multiple times to make sure I get a good question. But the question that I'm going to ask, hopefully you guys paid attention to the trailer. The question in the movie trailer, Ordinal Scale. Do we have a release date, by the way, for that?
So Ordinal Scale, it's going to be coming out in February in Japan. There isn't a release date yet for the US, but I encourage everyone, like if you're really interested about it, follow our friends Aniplex at their different channels on Facebook and Twitter. You can find them at Aniplex USA.
Yep.
And you'll be able to find out from them exactly when and where to be able to see this amazing movie when it comes out in 2017. It's going to be awesome.
Those Aniplex folks are good people. Tell them we said hi.
They got prizes too. So I don't know, maybe if you watch one of their streams, one of these cool guys might pop up on it too. So
hey, are you saying there's another chance to win these great collector's editions?
There is chances to win all over the place.
All right, I'm gonna get to the question now. What is the name of the wearable AR console in the trailer? Steven.
Hey, maybe they just need to spell it right.
Could be it. Honestly, in the chat, like, without giving, I don't know if you guys can see it in the chat, people are already responding before I even ask the question. So I'm just gonna pick the person with the coolest name. I was trying to make it challenging.
You gotta go for that first. Look at all those augmas go.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Steven? Maybe that's not the name of it. Maybe I'm thinking maybe it's something else. Maybe they're all incorrect.
The Kirito.
The Kirito? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Maybe it's called the PSVR. All right, well, since we didn't have to give it that much time, it is the Augma. That's the name of it. And let's pick a cool... Oh, man, I like this name. I like this name. People with unique Twitch names, good job. Keep it original. Tall Geese Blue. I don't know what that means, but you won. So the correct answer, what is the name of the VR or AR headset console that is used in the trailer? It's the Augma. So yeah, do you want to get into some more gameplay, or what do you want to do?
Hopping back in.
Hey, it's daytime.
Yep, daytime, nighttime, you know, just going through the days full diving.
What else did you? Do you want to go back into town and show off like more customization in there? Are you gonna just run around the field some
we
more?
can change out her look.
Do it.
And
Can we
maybe-
check? Can we see some of the male customization?
Yeah, totally. Let me actually switch to the last piece of exclusive DLC.
Please do.
Oh, nightwear. You're fighting giant crabs. What do you need to do? You need to put on your nightie.
Someone's asking if we are reading the comments in the Facebook stream. Unfortunately, I am not. I have one MacBook here, so I'm not able to read the comments there. We put that stream up there so people can watch it. But I'll tell you what, for the next stream we do, I'll switch it to Facebook. It's just really difficult to switch back and forth.
Normally, like we like to, like you'll see, like the people that are on stream, but then we also have a team of people that are helping behind the scenes.
This is true.
But you know, when you have like a small group that you're working with, you gotta, I mean, like we see you octopusing over there, so you know you gotta kind of hit everything at one time. But
Look at me go. Yes, and it is a small group for now, but we're gonna make it work, and hopefully you guys see it working. Cool, Tall Geese Blue. Congratulations once again. I sent you a whisper. Go ahead and send me. Well, I'll tell you. I was gonna tell you where to send the info on, over the air, but I'll just tell you in this whisper here. Make it more personable. So you're getting back into town. You gonna do some more customization for us, Steven?
Yep.
I am excited. This is the male costumes. This is what I'm gonna. So I don't know if, when you play RPGs, do you do 2 runs, 1 female, 1 male? When you can pick different genders? For most RPGs, I'm not saying this one in particular.
For most RPGs, I end up going towards a similar character type.
Okay.
You know, like always. It's almost always female, usually very tall, usually bald if they give you like the bald option.
Why bald?
Just because it's like really like beautiful and tough at the same time. You know.
I have a feeling like in
kind of
in days of yore.
For anyone who I need to change out of this costume before I can switch to the male one. For anyone who like follows like fashion and modeling and stuff like that, pretty much whenever I'm making a character, I always make my character to look like Alec Weck.
I don't know who that is.
She's this really beautiful Sudanese model. She's super tall, super lanky, beautiful dark skin, always has like a shaved head, and so.
Is she was she on America's Next Top Model?
No, I mean she's a legitimate model.
Okay.
You know,
oh wow. So what are you saying?
Well, I mean like the thing with her is that like, oh man, see, like you got me all confused.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'll stop talking.
The thing that I really like about her is that she, if you watch some of the runways that she does, like a lot of girls, they'll be like kind of stink facing it while they're walking down, and she just has this big, beautiful smile, and she just kind of struts her way through, and she has nothing to give out about it, you know. It's just a really cool attitude, and yeah, she's gorgeous.
Energy transfers, and if you have good energy with that happy smile, it's gonna transfer to people.
Gotta sell them garments.
Steven, this is a very important question we had in the chat.
Yep.
People want to know, Steven Akana, where did you get that snazzy jacket?
Where did I get this snazzy jacket?
That's what people are asking. They want to know.
This is what is this? This is Super Dry.
Super Dry, man.
Sorry.
I've heard that name mentioned
it
several times in the office.
I got it at the mall.
Got it at the mall. So it's a Super Dry jacket.
Yeah. It's not as cool as the super cool hat I got on.
I thought I was the king of transitions, but yes, that is a super cool hat, Steven. What game is that from?
This is from Tekken 7.
What?
We have something really, really cool that's coming up soon for Tekken 7. It's going to be next week, actually.
It is next week. It is the King, I want to make sure I get this right now. King of the North American King of the Iron Fist tournament in San Francisco. It's going to be in Ruby Sky. If any of you are from the Bay Area or know people in the Bay Area or just love the Bay Area and want to come over
here. Or even
here.
just California.
Or California.
Like, you know, or even if you are, you know, well-to-do and you can fly out here from, you know, across the world.
If you're balling out of control and are watching this stream, come to Ruby Sky Tuesday, November 8th?
November 9th.
November 9th. Sorry.
Oh, wait. There's one day that's the qualifiers.
Right. So the qualifiers are on the 8th. The finals are on the 9th.
Yep.
That's when the big party's happening. We're going to have DJ Too Fresh.
I'm not sure about the DJs.
DJ Too Fresh.
I just know it's Tekken Finals, so I'm just kind of
If
like,
you
I
go on
want to
our
see everyone
Facebook
just going
page,
to
I just
town.
posted the information. We're gonna have celebrity guests there. This is the North America Finals. These guys that are playing in the top 8, I believe, the winners of those are going to be flown to Japan for the finals. So this is the big one. So if you guys are in the Bay Area or can make it out to the Bay Area November 8th or 9th, it's going to take place at Ruby Sky. Tickets are cheap. If you go on our Facebook page, it's like $5 to get the tickets. It's not too expensive. You'll actually get a chance to enter a contest where you can win a fight prize pack where you get a joystick and an Astro headset with mix amp. The joystick's from Quamba. It's called the Drone. It's really dope prize pack. All the details are up on our website actually, so check it out there. Or I'm sorry, not on our website, on our Facebook page. And follow us on Twitter. We're constantly posting about this event. We want to make it as big as possible. This is the finals. Sorry we were talking about it on the Sword Art stream, but
I'm not sorry about it. I'm super excited.
Well,
so.
I'm super excited as well. But I figure Steven wore the hat. I kind of wanted to get into it a little bit. So there you go. Tekken Finals. Be there or be not cool.
And anyone who does like this hat, they can buy a different version. It's actually, this is the white one. It was one that people were able to get during our tournament season as like special giveaways or prizes. But anyone who really likes the design, they can get the gold embroidered version from our Bandai Namco store. So if you go to Bandai Namco ENTstore.com, you'll be able to find this super sick hat and get one for yourself. And I don't know, maybe buy the hat, put it on, go to
Look
Ruby
like a
Sky,
baller.
check out some Tekken Finals.
Say hi to us.
Yep.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
You gonna be there, Steven?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna be playing in the finals though, because I don't need to be embarrassed like that, because this is like real deal, like tournament realness.
Yeah, those guys, man, they've got their terminology down. I'm not sure, like all the what were they, like the combo. What do they call, like there's like steps and I don't know the terminology for fighting games. I'm not too much into fighting games. I just like the Tekken story.
Oh, another thing that you can do in this game, it might seem like a minor detail, but since it already has like all this customization, I already mentioned how like you're always playing as the point of view of Kirito, but you can actually change your player name. The characters then won't actually speak and say Kirito. They won't it won't try to like phonetically say out what your name is. But for that type of personalization where you want to make a character that's you, or your best friend, or your cat, you know, you can go ahead and change your name up here. So it gives you the opportunity, like, you know, and change your name to Kirito.
Kun.
Kirito Plus.
Kirito Part 2. Kirito Part. People are getting antsy in the pantsy in the chat, so I'm gonna give you guys that last question you guys are asking for. Jeez, hold on, give me a sec.
They're like, give me the free stuff.
Yeah, we love you and all, Dimitri, but give me the free stuff. I'm working on it, guys. We have to make this conversational. We have to make this fun. Can't just be about giveaways all the time. Are those shoes Nikes? My shoes aren't Nikes. Steven's shoes are Osiris. They're pink.
Wait, what shoes?
What shoes are you talking about? You can't see our shoes.
Yeah. These shoes? No, they're for tuna boots.
Tuna boots.
For tuna boots.
Tekken is the answer, lol. It should be the answer. Tekken is the answer, but not the answer to the question that I'm going to be asking right now. Hope you guys paid attention to the Sword Art movie trailer coming soon. What is the name of the AR MMORPG designed for the Agma? This should be I wouldn't say it's a very difficult question.
It's that space that you had between like watching the trailer and then having to retain all that information.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what was the answer?
Now you have to go back and watch the trailer like a bunch
Kirito
of
Plus.
times. Yeah.
Oh, see, you're happy again. So
it's Tekken.
When your character is, see, why do you have a heart over your head? Let's go over here. There. Oh wait, no. There we go. No.
So I'm just I'm looking. Let's see. Once again, I'm looking for cool names. If you guys got a cool name, I'm in there. I'm all about them cool names. Tekken. Someone said Tekken. Yes, Tekken is not the answer for this question. But Tekken is the answer to everything else. Who shall I pick? Huh?
Are you seeing it?
I am seeing it. All right. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this again. So what are you getting into now?
I'm gonna check to see what this, whenever there's a event that you can interact with, there's this little crest that'll pop up. Certain ones have like an exclamation point, certain ones have like a little note sign. Different ones, there's certain quests that or certain cutscenes that you'll incur that are based on your relationship building, ones that are based on the progression of like the main story. So I'm gonna see what this one is. I just completed a quest earlier. Since this is the beginning of the game, it's kind of teaching you about some of the things that you can do. So one of them was to collect some copper ore for Lisbeth, because Lisbeth is a
weapon maker.
Yep, she's a blacksmith. So you go and get her some copper ore, and then she makes you a longsword, and you're like, what? I didn't even ask for this. You're so sweet. And then Asuna gives her the stink eye, and then we keep going. No, Asuna's super nice.
She is pretty cool.
She's patient with all these ladies that are loving all this kirito going on. So if I, when you touch on the touchpad, you can actually remove some of the HUD elements, but you can also pop open your map super big. And I'm trying to see where the crest icon is. It's like that little V thing that's over there.
So while Steven's looking for that, we have our winner. Winner is Razor is Fat. The answer to the question is ordinal scale. That is the name of the AR MMORPG. I had to make sure I got all that right. Designed for the Agma. So in the trailer, the name of it is called Ordinal Scale, and that's where the name of the movie comes from. So congratulations, Razor is Fat. I will whisper where you can send that info to me. Steven, what's going on in the game right now?
I'm fighting one of these grand tortoises.
But you have to get some ore for Lisbeth, right?
Well, I'm trying to see, like, I'm sitting kind of far away from the monitor, so it's hard for me to see exactly where this little exclamation point is. So I'm just kind of like running through the field, seeing what's going on over here. Actually, I haven't walked over to this before. A little tense. Okay.
So while you're doing that, once again, November 8th is the date. If you guys didn't win a collector's edition, you can still pre-order the collector's edition. You can do it through our Bandai Namco store.
We might actually be all sold out.
Are we sold out of it?
We might be all sold
Wow,
out.
that's really good. But
you're gonna, I think you can get a couple collector's editions are out there at some lucky retailers. But,
okay.
You know, it kind of just goes to show, like, you know, sometimes like you can wait closer to launch to get the collector's edition. Sometimes you just want to snatch it up real quick, like right once the thing becomes available.
Once again, 10,000 is not a lot. If you're not able to get the collector's edition, get the game. It's still really good looking. You guys got a chance.
There we go. See that little crest right here?
That's what you were looking for earlier?
That's what I was looking for. There we go.
Nice. And we got a cutscene. Cool. And if you guys didn't win a collector's edition today, don't forget to check out the Facebook page for that contest. Tell us your Sword Art origin. Aniplex is going to be giving them away. Keep an eye on their social media feeds. Definitely give those guys a look. They're doing some really cool stuff. We have the movie coming out.
Yep, the movie's coming out next year. There's Sword Art Online Memory Defrag for mobile.
We have the mobile title coming out. Looks really good.
And do we want to lead into our last surprise that we have for
I don't know. Do we have the trailer ready to go? Do we have that last surprise? We do have it. Yeah. So we're kind of running short on time. We do have one last surprise. Steven, do you want to talk about it?
So there is a really amazing concert that's going to be going on January 14th. It's Yuki Kajiura, who she did all of the original scoring for Sword Art Online. So there's a concert. It's Yuki Kajiura Live featuring Sword Art Online. that's going to be at the Dolby Theater January 14th, and we have a trailer for you guys. And definitely keep an eye on our social feeds, because maybe we might have some free tickets to give away at some point.
That would be dope. I want to go to that concert.
I want to go to that concert too. I want the free tickets.
Well, so I think you mentioned this earlier. It's the exact, like, she's trying to replicate the concert she did in Japan out here, yes?
Yeah, so it was a concert series that was in Japan. They're bringing the concert series over here, and then there's 4 of the singers that were also involved in that concert series are coming over as well. It's really, really beautiful. Yep. It's kind of like thinking about like all of the orchestral, like, you know, the Legend of Zelda orchestral series and the Final Fantasy one. This is right up there in terms of quality and beauty. Like it's going to be super awesome.
You guys check out the video. There's footage from the Japanese concert. Think of that, but here in America. It's going to be dope.
And again, you know, if you guys are really interested about it, definitely check out our friends over at Aniplex. Following them on Twitter and Facebook at Aniplex USA is the best way to be able to get all the cool information about Sword Art Online and all the other amazing properties that they're involved with.
Yep. Don't forget to go to GameStop, check out the metal case. See you guys next time. Enjoy the trailer. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
アメリカの皆さん、こんにちは。梶浦由紀です。作曲家としてアニメーションソードアートオンラインの BGM をずっと担当させていただいています。私梶浦由紀はですね、もう何年も前から「雪梶浦ライブ」というシリーズをずっとやってきていたんですけれども、2016年の3月に初めて作品固有のライブっていうのを開催しました。13番目になるライブだったんですが、それが雪梶浦ライブフィーチャリングソードアートオンラインになります。この度そのフィーチャリングソードアートオンラインライブをアメリカの皆さんにご覧にいただけることになりまして、大変嬉しく思っています。雪梶浦ライブってどういうライブかと言いますと、私基本的にレコーディングの時のメンバーとそのままライブをやりたいなと思っている方なんですね。だから基本的にバンド主体でレコーディングの時から参加してくれているメンバーを中心にライブを毎回作り上げています。今回アメリカに行くライブも、その時のバンドメンバーをはじめさまざまなプレイヤーさん大体10人以上のバンドメンバーと歌い手さん、4名を一緒に行っていただいてライブをやりたいなと思っています。いろんなシーンがソードアートオンラインにはありまして、さまざまな曲を作るのがとても私も楽しくて、本当に思い出深い曲がたくさんあって、そのいろんな曲を結構迫力のあるバンドサウンドでお届けしたいと思ってるんですが、多分皆さんが印象に残してもらっている曲、その他にも1回しか流れてないんだけど、私雪梶浦が個人的に大好きだった曲とか、あるいはこの演奏メンバーだったらこの曲がやりたいなとか、いろんなところから曲は選んでいます。あのシーンこのシーンの曲を皆さんに楽しんでいただけるのを私も本当に楽しみでなりません。それも今回はね、ハリウッドのドルビーシアターという本当に素晴らしいライブハウスで、私もそのドルビーシアターって言ったらね、いろんなイベントが行われて、そういうイベントが日本に中継されることも多いですから、何度も見て素敵なホールだなってずっと思っていました。そのホールで皆さんとソードアートオンラインの音楽を分かち合えるというのは本当にも心から光栄なことです。皆さんにいらしていただけるのを心から楽しみにしております。来年の1月の14日になりますね。ちょっと先かなと思うんですけど、多分あっという間に1月になるんだろうなと思っています。皆さんがいらしていただけるのを楽しみにしております。一緒に楽しみましょう。